It's late, but it's still Sunday. So, Starfield Sundays, episode 23. Oh no. Oh, I swear, anytime there's a pop up for this any Bethesda game, it scares me. I think I've only ever boarded like one ship. Everyone else just blow up. Just explode them. Okay. Last time, we were attacked by the Starborn and the Hunter specifically. Barrett died in an attack. And, we talked to all three houses of religion to try and get answers. See what they have in common, see where to go. So right now, here we go. Location rediscovered, but okay, that's fine.
Euronius, I would never dream of selling substandard gear. Outland has standards. Please do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope we have something that...
Okay, I'll leave that. Looking for stuff that's a little heavy.
Be careful out there.
No promises. On the way, Sam. Go to the news station.
You have another story for me? My source is back. Here to report anything else?
Captain Petrov's ship. The scow was robbed.
I already interviewed an ex-pirate about the robbery. But she was as reliable as good coffee around here. So you were there when it went down? What were you doing there?
I was making a delivery. Wrong place, wrong
Why
time.
do I get the feeling you're often in that situation? Tell me about this Captain Petrov. I've heard he's a bit of an eccentric. What was your impression of him?
He's a character, alright. I liked him. I did actually kind of like him. He wasn't that bad.
Charlatans and conmen need to be likable for their marks. No one seems to know exactly what was stolen, but everyone agrees it was valuable. Care to shed some light on it?
Beats me. I got as quickly as I could.
I don't blame you. Last question. About, and I'm quoting, a zoo gone wild. The other source swore up and down that alien creatures got out of their cages and went on a rampage. Please, please, please tell me she was telling the truth. It's got to be some Aurora-induced hallucination.
That's 100% correct, actually. I think I let him loose.
Some days,
Yeah.
it is worth it to get out of bed. I love it. This is just a plain old good story. Check the newsfeed for it later. And here's your payment.
Yeah.
Talk and get paid. I hope to see you again.
Okay. Well, that's just that. Now I have influenced the narrative.
That's convenient. Kilo City could really use something like that.
They rebuilt this city really, really fast. Whoa! Oh, it's almost touched the floor there. I don't think I've ever renamed the ship. Protect if I can.
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Maybe. That's a view
Sure,
and modify
how
my
about
ship. What could I even do? It's just a plain old downgrade. Dinosaur just fell over. Just a second. Alright. There it goes. .800, 5 fire rate, hold damage 15, shield is 5. Just an all-around upgrade. nothing that's really that great. There it goes. Oh, the fire rate goes down on everything. Shield damage is only 20. A third of fire rate almost. About 64 shield damage. That's actually not terrible. What's the flight check? Fine. Donate it. It's alright. Damn it. Oh, it's too heavy. Uh, 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 uh. Not enough, huh? Or at engines. Too few landing gears. Okay, fine. We could fix that. Let's see. Then we duplicate it, and then we flip it. More guns. Let's see. Laser, 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 no. Weapon type. Shift does not have at least 3 different types of weapons. Yes, it does. More than 3 different weapons. So it has at least 3. Hmm. Oh, it's not gonna let me do any of this anyway. Ooh, why can't I only have 3 weapons? And oh, just get accepted. Okay. Docker modules. Okay. Duplicate. And flip. Nope. Only one Docker is allowed. God, make up your mind. Frontier? No, we're renaming this. I don't know. The Caterpillar. The Fat Death. Yeah, we're gonna call it that. I don't really have another name for it. Select all and colors. Well, we're in morning, so. Accept. Give me the Fat Death.
Sure thing. We'll get it fixed. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Thanks. Kind of breaking my concentration.
Glorious.
Well, that looked painful.
Was.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora? Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Amelia.
Well, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. Stay away from this.
Decorate, no. Oh, there it is. Transfer. Fine.
A brief history of time. If you find any edition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever.
How do you think this adventure is going? Great.
Oh, I gotta put my trunk down again. That's why I have all this shit. Okay. Well. guess technically furniture? Whoa. Alright. Oh, that's a big plant. Alright. Let's see what we can put on there.
Stopping by for a chin wag, Captain? Hey, how are you?
Doing alright, kid, I guess. Let's see. What else? Oh, this one's full. Okay.
I like to think of myself as your emotional support.
No points. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, Starfield.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
That's a shame, because I don't have anything special going on. That just means your dad's is full of stinky britches.
About time we got out of there.
Oh, we gotta be careful with that now. Yeah, let's go. Pilgrim's Rest it is.
Set up an outpost apparently this was.
Oh, shit, actually. Hold on. Let's go take a nap.
All right, let's get back to it.
Sure, take that nap. I'm just gonna make sure that everything is loaded. Yeah, there's one. Ugh, 1.24.
Wow, looky here.
Sam, they weren't doing anything to us, please.
Oh, I'm great.
I mean, they are some good XP, you're not wrong. Nothing. Okay.
That's right. Your thermometer ain't broken. We are sub-zero.
Pilgrim Training number 4. At last, a bit of peace. A piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and that even if it only exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. The Unity has restored me once more. This time, I act alone. For now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man, or whatever it is that I become. I don't like this person. The Book the Third, Pilgrim's Writing 3. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there was anything above the Unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best I could, but even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths. Then why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempt to withdraw, to go off alone, to commute with the Unity in my own way. They followed. Of course they followed. Oi, it's bright in here. Money. Pilgrim's Trading, number 1. The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instinct, the evil spirit, traveling towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for lack of vision, when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself, after all. I hope for their sake that they may someday understand, but for my sake, I wish to be alone. Oh, Pilgrim's Trading number 5, missing 2 still. I find myself thinking about his various pasts and my possible futures. I imagine continuing on a road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, that road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path. If I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power. If I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart, and I let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught, and perhaps brought others to the light, and died. That road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference, though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasures fade nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There's something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what the difference signifies, but I am grateful for the time I've taken to notice. I return your question with a question. If you've read my writings, it is the burden of people. Oh, people are necessary, but people are madness. Who is my most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. You came here seeking for the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. Okay. Nice. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here, in this world, in this time, the more I think it's precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with the intent, instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything you must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides a scorpion, and the scorpion stings hide the truth. Well, I think there's a second book that I'm missing too, so I might as well look around for that. Aha! There it is. Pilgrim Shrine number 2. So here's the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistance, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions, and I can never help stalking. It starts innocent enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstandings instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is in my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try, gently as I might, to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I did it.
Hey, you picking up something?
Show on the map. Yeah, we'll just go straight there. It's getting cold. Turn this off for a little bit. What the fuck is that? Load up the autocannons, load up the lasers, load up the fucking missiles. I want that thing dead.
Now you're not pestering.
Too close to my ship.
Right, Cora?
Hester, you.
Oh, never. Poor choice of words.
Did it fucking leave? Nope. No. Oh, that wasn't needed. Oh, 1.3. I think that might be the Scorpion. Oh, here we going. Ooh, are there any other ones? Whoa! Hey there, friends. Bye. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Alright.
No borders, just horizon. That's my idea.
It's very quiet out in space.
Crap!
You think there would be truckers wherever you go?
Oh no, bro.
Engine combine engines down! Obviously, this is your plans play possum.
Some of the weapons need repairs.
Uh-oh. I am screwed.
Look out, our engine!
Captain, we have a weapon down. Our weapon's not looking so hot. We just lost a weapon. Weapon offline, Captain. We have a weapon offline. Weapon offline, Captain.
We can move again! How delightful!
We just lost a weapon. We have a weapon offline. Cap, our weapon's not looking so. Weapon down.
As if you need them. Engines are repaired! Time to strike!
Some of the enemy. We have a weapon. We have a weapon down, Captain. The weapons have gone haywire. Captain, we have a weapon. Weapon offline, Captain. Some of the weapons have gone. We just lost a weapon. Let's end this. We have a weapon. Our weapon's not looking. Weapon down. Weapon down. We have a weapon down, Captain.
This will be the last one.
The enemy. We just lost a weapon. Some of the weapons need repair.
Oh, there goes a fat death. Okay, let me try it again. left them on.
You would think there would be trumpets wherever you go.
Crap. Oi! That went better the second time. Still a lot of damage. Might be a good idea to cut it back down to the size it was. Let's pray we can make it there.
It can't be. You found me. I knew I made the right choice in letting you go.
Oh, well, well, well. Time for round two then.
I yield, Constellation. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Ceasefire meeting of the Starborn at war.
Not a bad description, actually.
We'll explain when we meet. In person.
I have no reason to trust the Starborn.
I
Any
told you I would
Starborn.
leave you alone, and I did. Don't make me regret that decision.
You killed one of their own. They have good reason to feel threatened.
All of us should feel threatened by each other. That comes with the territory. The question is, whether you take the risk and talk to us, or you can run away and bask in the dark. Your choice.
Let's do a quick save real quick. Oh, my weapons aren't firing! Fine. Fine.
Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
All we ever wanted was to talk. You attacked us.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
I agree. Killing you and taking your artifacts are both on my list.
Good. Hold on to that determination. Because you're about to learn there's a higher prize at stake.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
Not a relatively expendable Dusty anymore, are you? Look at where you've ended up. I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the Lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
But they were trying to keep people from it. No, I need to see this
That's
Unity for
the
myself.
problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the Armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. as I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Keeper of Bliss? No. Some other version of the same person.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
I'm not helping someone help murder my
friend. Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse. One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce between all three of us. Give me some time to think over which approach to the unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters?
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
What happens when you enter the Unity?
Not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion, or is it testing us?
Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
I never know who you are when I meet a new version. So much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me. I know we're not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it's good to see you again, old friend.
So you try to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
What exactly is the Armillary?
All the artifacts are assumed. The device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Star-Lord.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that. The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness.
What is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
Why did you
I've
attack
simply
us?
found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you.
After you attacked the lodge, why let me
To see
go?
what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. And sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You called the emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. The way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
Earth moon in the
Yes.
Sol system?
I will say no more.
Thank you. All I ever wanted was
And I am
answers.
sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Oh.
Do you need anything? Look for
We go back on there. It's the first ship ever successfully disabled the engines.
I don't want to.
Fuck you, fake ferret. There he is. That be your fucking lesson. There you go. Ah, there you are. No, you're going nowhere. Bastards. That way they know I can take them on in guns and in space.
Dad, can I have a pet?
A pet? We live on a starship, Cora. Pets and starships don't do business.
Come on, please. I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Ugh.
Oh, what's shaking, Bacon?
Not much, Amelia.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
As good as ever.
Sorry
What's
if
up?
I'm a little out of it. Didn't get much sleep last night. Lillian and me, I tried talking with her and I lost my cool. Got a little heated. I know I woke Cora up.
How does Cora feel
Well,
about
up
this?
until a few years ago, she kept hoping we'd get back together. I mean, Lillian and I stayed married longer than we should have for Cora's sake. But we really weren't doing Cora any favors there.
Well, on a small ship, everyone hears
Well, that
everything.
statement's gonna keep me up at night, like everything? Just so you know, there's a long, proud tradition of singing in the shower. Lillian, she's an incredible woman. Truly. But it is always, and I mean always, about the job. And when she bleeds, Freestar colors spill out. And back when I was a ranger, we were quite the team.
There must be a story behind why you stopped being a ranger. Oh, I bet you were a good lawman. Let's see which option. Bet you were a good lawman.
Sure, that wasn't the problem. Traveling, exploring, seeing new crazy things. It calls to me. But one day, I was just done. No particular reason. It had been building for a long time. She tried to convince Lillian to leave it behind, come with me. She shot me down. Hard. Hurt my pride. More than a little. But she was probably right.
She didn't even
Not
consider
for
it.
a second. And she's right. Lillian is where she's meant to be. She always wants to fight the good fight. The Rangers are lucky to have her.
If you weren't happy, then you did the right thing.
We were making each other miserable. And that wore on poor Cora, too. It's funny, our latest argument started because Lillian thinks I'm putting Cora in too much danger traveling with you. I told her what you told me, that Cora's just blossoming with all this. With Sarah, you, heck, even Walter. I just know Cora has futures I could never dream of. But Lillian, not so much a fan of you. That kinda set me off.
Why did you even get together with Lillian in the first place? No, I'm sorry I caused an argument.
It's always something. Cora's been stood up a time or two by Lillian. Always for the best reasons. Last time I think Lillian got a medal for it. But at a certain point, Lillian's excuses don't matter. Poor Cora cried for a week. I don't want to put her through that again.
Tell Lillian that. Give her a chance, but make her understand she has to follow through.
If I do that, y'all might want to invest in some industrial strength earplugs. For now, Lillian's going straight to voicemail, so everyone can sleep easy.
Oh yes, low gravity. This is what I'm here for. Can we get much higher? I swear, those fucking Starborn come and start trouble, I will wreck their shit. The moon base key. Volatile. I want to remind the rest of the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for the use in Project Prism. It is not meant to be your own personal project. Yeah, you can't play Doom on it. Yes, it's amusing to see just how many decimal points the Pi can calculate. Really? That's what you're all using it for? How many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether or not it can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation. See, there you go. That's a good one. But there will be a time for that later. For now, I need everyone to concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client, That should be more than enough to keep everyone being bored. Project Prism launch. We're happy to announce that the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 EDT. Remember to please sync all the watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on the radio for the launch. We'll be recording the event, so be on your best behavior.
This is genuine NASA tech. Whew, goosebumps.
Yeah. Yeah. All its glory. Crap. No. Undo the last one. Credits. Yeah, I'll take that. Why not?
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological study said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, Babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Alright, we'll stick around for more of these data slides.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful, they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic, they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations, just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
Well, that's silly. But reasonable. Nothing else. I'll clear upstairs, I guess. So much sealant. I mean, it makes sense.
Okay.
4, 3, and 5.
Being single on a
22
moon
and 1.
base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, steadily employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
That's 5, 4, and 3. I'm missing a couple. Wow. Why is it in the fucking toaster slot?
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
No, he's got a point. What is the last one?
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
And that one's gonna be a 3-piece. Oh, that'll fit. A lot better, actually. Oh, yeah.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4.
Motherfucker, are you running around without a spacesuit? We're on the moon.
1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
How in the fuck he's on the moon without a helmet? I'll never know. Maybe he's not real. Is this Cape Canaveral? Oh, but here you have a spacesuit, you clown.
This is amazing. NASA. Wow.
Whatever.
There has to be an elevator that gets to the good stuff. Man, oh man, please tell me it still works.
I'll take one just in case. There's nothing else in here. Okay, nothing else to see. Oh, my leg.
Where were you meant to go, baby? And why didn't you get there?
Oh, that's a drop. Okay.
Okay, we gotta get this power. Look around.
And we're just gonna trust that thing works. Okay, sounds good. Oh, let's turn this off a little bit. Oh.
Pre-flight check. Remember, no agricultural products past here. And hit up the duty-free first.
Yeah, sounds like it comes from space taxes, alright. Oh, look at that. It's so much prettier than the fucking computers on the rest of space. Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way. As far as tolerance, yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be. But these people's lives are still on our hands. I know that there's rumors that the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer. And we can use every ounce we can get. Okay, partial archives retrieved. Delivery from Mars.
Dr. Judith Tatien, the recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they've brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Oh, there's a lab we gotta go right in.
This is so cool. Man, I could spend hours down here.
Look, even they had fucking rovers back in the day. Just give me one for the goddamn ship. Mercury suit adapted to design originally intended for high-altitude aircraft. The Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to deal with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself was protected against the rigors of space travel, redundancy was always made key. In the event that the cabin were depressurized and expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, the Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical layer of defense. Project Mercury, from 1958 to 1963, one of humanity's first human spaceflight programs. The Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test the person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight and the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. That's pretty dope. From 1971 to 1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo missions and could carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread pattern on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was also fully electric and ran on batteries, whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. Once again, pretty neat. Is that you? Don't glitch out on me like that. Was that you? Leaving Earth forever. Jeez, that's an ominous title. In 2150, scientists were first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, doing all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end of has given NASA and other space agencies around the world opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks to parts of the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. Who the hell was this display for then? Mars program. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication function in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by 14 years. Hey, there you go, man. The Eagle module. From the Apollo 11 missions, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. The Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, with which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. Project Prism. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result of this was first spacecraft capable of faster than light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, which would have been previously taking 10 years. Taken years, not 10 years. Which is not always my strong suit. Oh, look, another spacesuit. It's very valuable. Wait, it's stronger than my current suit? Taking it. Taking all of it. Project Gemini from 1965 to 1966. In many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before the project Apollo could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside of spacecraft. Project Apollo from 1968 to 1972. Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing that occurred on July 20th, 1969 was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. Dope. Project Prism. Oh, it's the same. Jupiter moments. Okay. Living outside Earth. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living in other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony efforts on Mars and other orbiting bodies in our solar system. It's pretty neat.
Where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
Just a second.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Keep your guard up. Alright, cowboy. Still don't know what's down here.
This is history. This is where they figured it out. The hard science the settled systems was built on.
It might be something a little bit more magic, but your hard science that you think. Oh.
Too bad about the cave-in, but at least the museum was intact.
Intact is a strong word. Do I? Will they fit? Yay! Ooh, nice hunting rifle. Power required, huh? Nice and easy. Two, three, four, five. That's a lot, actually. There it goes. Uh-oh. Sam, come here, carry so much shit.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation. You want me to carry something for you?
Yeah. Oh, what weapons do I have that I could give Sam? Yeah, good enough. Just walk for a bit. Oh, damn. Okay. He knew it. Alright.
Oh man, it's Fosco's great-great-grandpa. Hey, buddy.
Oh, it kind of is.
Just how far does this complex go?
Well, it's not that simple, I guess. One could say it's all complex. Nothing. Oh, I don't know what I picked up, but it's trash. Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones, recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notebooks are to be checked on the exit on the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it.
Project Log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project Log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the GravJet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
I wonder what they stored here. We're getting close to the good stuff, I can tell.
Whoa. So many fucking locks. Ooh, ammo. Ah, screw it. Prototype drive. Please be careful when running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under strict clearance. Exercise all caution with research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
They're looking for more artifacts then, huh? To Judith and Victor, as requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis on the data you provided us. The measurement of Earth's magnetosphere shows clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emitting from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shift provided by the Earth's inner core and may be affecting the core itself to give proximity to the source. The data indicates that the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This happened before to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space to see in the Earth's possible future. We are afraid that this future may be closer than we thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations in polarity changes in the Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debate over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash to the shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
God damn it. What's in here? Fine. Barely worth a digipick to get in here. Let's get the shit and roll. Come on. Bastard. Don't as many of you stupid fucks dare show your face. Come on now.
used to that.
Whoa. Bitches. All you Starborn. Do they have more Starborn to come at me? Come on now, throw them at me. Don't be afraid. There's an infinite number of them now, right? Or that's always been the case? There's my fucking talking. I choose violence. Turns out I handled it pretty good. Come on, get up. Get up. Oh, this looks good on the sand. It ain't mine. Now get up. Come on now. I'll choose violence again. Yeah? What about this sword? Does this sword bend to you? Hmm? Come on now. No, no, no. Keep going. Once again, all this blood of sand ain't just fine. Oh, that's frustrating. The game doesn't let me just finish you off here. Both of you. Leave them to their fate. was that, Magic Man? God damn. Okay. Oh, alright. Got that out of my system. Let's see how much backtracking I have to go. Uh-oh. Pretty far back.
Pre-flight check.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien, station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have been station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have been trying to station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous.
No agricultural products past here. And hit up the duty free first.
Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail.
Oof, it's like an hour lost. Alright. Oh, okay.
All right, let's try this.
No, you're definitely an alternate version of Barrett. This version, Barrett, this galaxy's version of Barrett would have known how to fucking fight me. In combat, this is barely even combat. Alright, let's go to the lodge. Maybe they won't shoot me next time they see me. Maybe they will. They can't kill me anyway. Doesn't matter.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know, to Barrett.
Yeah, I'll be
Thank
there.
you.
Why not?
It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
Me out there. Feel sorry for all of them. Let's see. It's the center of a multiverse, and we're building
Wait.
a way to it.
Say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Let's see. I made a version of Barrett. He told me the Unity creates a Starborn, and they can cross universes. Trust me, there's multiple universes. The Unity is how we get to them. It makes you a Starborn.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately.
Mm-hmm.
They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
Think of what awaits us. A new life, the powers of the Starborn. Nah, I don't care. We should all take time to think about what this means.
This is
our mission.
Kinda awkward. You're right. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have answers. Let's make the best of them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time. The lodge feels a little colder than it used to.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Remember when Deep Space was our only problem?
The Blackest Sea seems less of a concern when there are sharks leaping out at you.
Thanks, Larry. I'll
Get your
follow
smile out there.
If you need, I need everyone looking out for each other during this time. Losses.
Mm-hmm.
No more Starborn have shown up. Yet.
What do you think of this idea of
I can't
Unity?
stop thinking about the idea that there are more of me out there. Even just one more Noel is crazy to consider, but dozens, hundreds, an infinite number of them? How different might we all be? Am I not even remotely the unique individual I thought I was? My head is spinning just considering it.
I'd love to have a chat with myself.
You are welcome to do so. I have enough on my plate managing my own thoughts and feelings. Can't imagine bringing another version of me into the mix.
Any thoughts on Starborn?
The biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
It's okay to be worried.
Yeah, well, I'm worried whether or not it's okay. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now.
Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
Everyone seems more distant in the lodge. I guess that is to be expected. I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
It's certainly not like anything I've done before. No, the pay isn't great, but the people are
None
alright.
of us are in this for the credits. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
If you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't. But fitting in is
Perhaps,
overrated.
but it is still important to me. I feel as though I am often looking in at the rest of the group. I do not like this feeling. I would like to feel that I am a valued member of the organization, but I am concerned that I am off-putting, or my actions have alienated me. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
I'm sure you do what you have to.
Exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
You've had my back, and that's all that matters.
You have given me an opportunity the others have not.
Not really, but
Perhaps I just need more time. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
I don't think what
Thank
you're
you.
saying is childish.
That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence.
It was clearly important to you that I didn't say
Indeed
anything.
it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
That's all fine then. Do let me know if you get a response.
Home's got a sanctity. Hard to fix once it's broken.
Morale in the Lodge has been measurably reduced.
This is gonna be a good spot to end it for tonight. Okay. Quick save it. We're gonna end it here. Wait, next Sunday we go to Baird's Memorial. Alright then. Well, let's get out of here. Oh. Thanks for watching. If you still are. I know this was a really late one. I normally don't stream Starfield this late, but I wanted to get it in. Wonder if I have to do the whole Mars complex thing again. It's not that bad. If I do, it's not the end of the world. Alright then. Well, thanks for watching if you still are. And have yourself a good night. Peace.